Greetings. I am First Lieutenant King, and I am the OIC of the Medical Consumable Site. I would like to take some time and explain the Irt Mcs Team Configuration, mission capabilities, and overall value added to the IRT program as it pertains to medical logistics support. The MCS team consists of 4 authorized personnel funded by OSD as advertised in Tour of Duty. The U.S. Army Reserve personnel assigned to the MCS mission are OSD assets under direct command and control of 3rd Medical Command Deployment Support, with ARHQ Army Reserve Command oversight. The Tour of Duty application process is initiated and managed by 3rd MCDS G4. The MCS currently has 3 personnel assigned with 1 advertised vacancy. U.S. Army Reserve centralized, streamlined, and synchronized medical logistics initiatives supporting OSD-funded medical projects in May 2015 at Fort Dix, New Jersey. In fiscal year 19, OSD implemented a joint service asset management team conducting split-base operations. Equipment management by Air Force Reserve at the Consolidated Asset Management Site, Grissom Air Reserve Base, Indiana, and Class 8 consumables management by Army Reserve at the Medical Consumable Site, Fort Dix, New Jersey, within the confines of Joint Base McGuire-Dick Lakehurst. The Joint Asset Management Team works collectively to provide seamless medical logistics support to the program while focusing on their separate logistics support requirements. The MCS core capabilities are supply and health service support. In carrying out these services, our functional capabilities are establishing medical logistics operation, maintaining and managing Class 8 medical material, managing supplier networks, planning medical material requirements, managing logistics common operating picture, and assessing medical logistics readiness. Our efforts have attributed to program cost savings throughout the execution of MedLog competencies in accordance with sound logistics doctrine. Class 8 is an accompaniment to the IRT standardized equipment set in accordance with approved formulary. The formulary is a list of pharmaceuticals minus schedule Q&R controlled substances based on the scope of practice during the execution of an IRT medical project. This formulary is vetted by military providers affiliated with Army, Navy, and Air Force. The vetted formulary is approved by Program Managers Working Group. The formulary is managed and maintained by the MCS team at Fort Dix in accordance with Army Regulation 40-61. The IRT Formulary Class 8 list also provides cost analysis and identifies the quantities of each item received in relationship to the size of the project, small, medium, or large. The formulary will be available to medical project lead OICs to share with their lead providers for familiarization at the initial planning meeting. This is a depiction of medical logistics MedLog competencies impact to interface with strategic planning efforts and successful project accomplishment. This glide path will be provided to project lead OICs during the initial planning meeting. The glide path timeframe is approximate for the purpose of this brief. However, the D indicates the first day of project execution StartX. The number is calendar days. The minus indicates days before the project begins, StartX, and the plus indicates days after project end, index. Accurate and timely submission of a logistics status report is the cornerstone to effectively operating within sustainment functions. A sustainers proficiency in managing limited resources and mitigating the risk of sustainment operations depend on the capacity to forecast requirements. The MCS provides forecasting and usage analysis of Class 8. This report is provided to respective program managers for each medical project by the final planning conference or 60 days prior to project execution. The log stat is prepared and provided per medical project. The log stat indicates each Class 8 item description, quantity, expiration date, shipment container location, and back order status as applicable. The consumption report is a tool used to analyze data essential to facilitate accurate med log forecasting. This report is derived from the baseline inventory of pre-positioned Class 8 for each specific medical service provided to track daily consumption throughout project execution, thereby establishing IRT consumables burn rate. This form has a twofold purpose. It also will provide unused Class 8 totals, facilitating in Class 8 inventory for return transport. Accurate inventory quantities of return unused medical material will aid in assessing formulary par levels per project on average. MCS will facilitate transportation coordinations to include administrative requirements, providing bill of lading to logistic POCs. Missions in Hawaii, Guam, Alaska, and Puerto Rico are considered OCONUS. Class 8 for these projects is forwarded to CAM's Grissom Air Reserve Base for transport with equipment. CONUS missions, considered to be within the 48 states, will require MCS coordination utilizing FedEx ground services. In order for Class 8 to move seamlessly throughout the program, it is imperative that the respective lead service program manager receives vital information from the mission lead OICs or designated representatives. They must ensure personnel is available on site to receive and return Class 8. Communicate site capabilities such as loading dock, forklift, or pallet jack. They must also provide delivery and return pickup physical address to include zip code, POC information to include rank, name, phone, and email address. The lead service project OIC is ultimately responsible for the IRT Class 8 assets upon delivery throughout returning unused Class 8 to the MCS. The security of Class 8 assets include safeguarding to prevent fraud, waste, and abuse, accountability of Class 8 received, and on-site pack-out per site location. The medical service lead providers are responsible for providing a detailed breakdown of Class 8 items per site utilizing the log stat. The log stat facilitates on-site inventory and status of back order items. Pre-positioned Class 8 is delivered in bulk per medical service to facilitate on-site pack-out requirement, with the exception of cold chain requirements requiring expedited shipment. Each medical service lead provider consolidates the consumption report, which is completed daily during project execution. Resupply is not required per vetted formulary. However, should unforeseen situations occur, requests must be in writing, submitted with accurate up-to-date consumption report to respective program manager for approval. Formulary suggestions and improvements are welcome in accordance with standard operating procedures, and the format will be made available upon request. Thank you for your time, willingness, and excitement in pursuit of this very rewarding endeavor. It is the MCS pleasure to serve the IRT program and provide you with seamless medical logistics support. The MCS will be available for questions at the appointed time during this workshop. Thank you.